Philip, Sammy, it's Tuesday. I'm here in my lab with my lab coat on because I have 5 things to tell you that sciencey people want to tell non-sciencey people. Let me start by saying it's not wrong to not be a sciencey person. I encourage you to become one, but it's not necessarily a requirement of life. That being said, number 1, correlation does not equal causation. Just because 2 things are connected to each other does not mean that they cause each other. Recently, a study came out saying that binge watching Netflix actually causes depression. No! They might be correlated, and that's what the study showed. It showed if you're depressed, you're more likely to be binge watching Netflix. Doesn't mean that you get depression from watching Netflix. And if it's not reversed, often there's a 3rd thing which is causing them both. Immunizations do not cause autism, but they are correlated because they happen at the same time in a baby's developmental life. Number 2, just because it has the word science in it does not make it scientific. In order to be scientific, you have to use a scientific method, which is a very specific set of instructions for what you have to do so that you get data that is good and is not full of fallacies. A fallacy being any piece of information created by use of incorrect logic. All cats have legs, I have legs, therefore I'm a cat. That's an easy fallacy to spot. Nonetheless, too many areas that have the word science in it do not follow the scientific method. They do not follow these steps to prevent these fallacies from being generated. Political science, sociology, psychology, and a variety of other soft sciences. They're very good at finding correlations, they're not very good at finding causations. Number 3, theories are not connected with the amount of evidence they have to support it. The theory of evolution was a theory from the moment that Darwin thought of it, and it wasn't substantiated beyond a reasonable doubt for hundreds of years. And there it is, substantiated. Number 4, nothing can be proven, only substantiated. It can only have more and more evidence so that it's less and less likely that we get something wrong. The only thing that is proven, the only thing that you know for yourself is when René Descartes said, "I think, therefore I am." I know I'm real, I know I exist, I don't know that you exist, you don't know that I exist. But we're nice, we extend the courtesy of believing that somebody exists to others. The rest is just measurable and predictable. Predictable is the point. We want to be able to use it to predict the future so we can create an outcome that is useful for us. I know what you're thinking. If nothing can be proven, then autism can be the cause of immunization. Just as likely as the other direction. Very unlikely, and that's the point. It is not very likely. It is a very long string of numbers to 1 that it will anything but what we know it to be. And finally, number 5. Faith and science do not innately contradict. Science is about measurement and what can be known. Faith is about what can't be measured and what could never be known. Do I have a soul? Is there a God? What will happen to me after I die? All of these are answered by faith. They cannot and won't be answered by science. Science doesn't teach us morality. It doesn't teach us responsibility, obviously, because science has been used for very immoral, very irresponsible things. I may be ye of little faith, but I have more in common with any rational, responsible, intelligent man of faith than I do with any loudmouth, obnoxious extremist from science. The world is a balance, but science and faith do not have to be on opposite sides. And the only thing that can break the balance of rationality is the ignorance of extremism. The sound of discovery in science isn't eureka. It's ooh, that's cool. Why did that happen? That's it, Phil. Sammy, I gotta go.